Oh, what the fuck? All right, right. What? Okay. Let's go. Let's go down to special level. Let's go as deep as we can using this voice of mine and this brain and these vocal cords, and we'll see what kind of picture I can make with the things at hand. Because currently I've been thinking about how my voice and the way I present myself is sorry, something in my nose. My voice and the way I present myself is completely non-congruent to my mind. They're non-congruent. My mind is thinking of things. Well, I don't know what it's doing. It's generating realities or something. and my physical self is completely different. I question the thing, and an even bigger problem is I don't know if the things I want, the things that my mind generates, are even worth pursuing in the first place. Right? Well, then I don't think they are. They are worth pursuing. Not anymore. You know, the whole G vacation thing, as I think it's for me it's an important issue. Not issues. It's just an important event because I would have considered myself, you know, quite the quite the degenerate. I would have considered myself quite the degenerate. Probably would have been buddy buddy with your boy Jeff Ebb. Probably would have. Because at that time, because at that time, because in 2019, I would have been how old? That's now what, 7 years ago. I'm 21, so I'd be multiple, so I'll be 14. At that age, holy shit, I was a real fucking degenerate. I mean, we're talking, you know, very horny. But anyway, obviously I can't get into the details of that. Although I want to. But for me, it's always been the question of why. Why am I this way? You know. why would I associate more with Jeff over here compared to, I don't know, let's say, I don't know, Billy Bob on the street? Uh, why is that? See, Billy Bob on the street, I don't know, maybe uh, Billy Bob, Chris at the calf, I don't know, these types, right? These types. I've met a lot of these types. I've met a lot of these kind of dudes that very salt of the earth. Is the specific term. They live in the material realm a lot more than I do. They don't have these strange sort of abstractions of an alternate reality that I do. They just don't have that. They just don't have that. They find my existence very strange. Very strange. You know, what was my point? These types. Why am I not like these types? A few reasons, to be honest. Number one, those types, sort of the earth types, they require the person they're interacting with, aka me, to be on the same sort of wavelength as them, at all times, essentially. There is no, I cannot not be on the wavelength, right? That's what it is. They've chosen a specific wavelength, which is, being a man, being a family man, and making money. That's the thing. It's oh yeah, I live in the city, or I live in this place. This is my area. I need to make money, and making money is very important. And I have kids to feed, and I want to make money. I want my wife to be happy. That's it. That's like the extent of their wealth. My wife, my kids, my money, my job, my identity as a whatever, as a cook or as a warehouse manager. Whatever it is, whatever it is, they glue themselves to this identity, and then there you go. There you go, and it's like good luck trying to detach them from that. You don't detach them from that. You'll never do it. You'll never fucking do it. And I'm sure whoever's listening to this has the same thought process, and that's why you're listening to this, because you don't, you just don't understand these roles people have assigned to themselves. And in a way, you can see on their faces. And if you spend enough time with these guys, and you do a little, you be nice to them, right? And you really try and be nice to them, and you try and figure out what they're all about. You'll find out soon enough that whole, my work, my wife, family, football games, and that's all a facade. And at the core of it, they're just degenerates. They're just degenerates, LARPing as good members of society, and they know deep down that they're not good members of society, and they believe everyone else isn't a good member of society, and everyone else is LARPing to an extent. So when an actual good person comes, doesn't have an agenda, who isn't actually trying to make money and profit, and they don't have the goblin of greed grin on their face and in their eyes, and they're just trying to do a job because they understand the nature of this world. Well, they understand to an extent. But anyway, that's quite funny. They kind of flip out, don't they? They kind of lose the plot. They start really insulting you. They start going ham. They start really going ham. It's a slaughterhouse. Once a person like that enters their domain, it's a slaughterhouse. It really is. Anyways, I'm talking to you on this device. I wanted to talk about one of my friends in relation to the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. He's decided to flip out, kind of. I mean, he's not flipping. I mean, he is kind of flipping out. He's now comparing his workplace to that of some people who eat things and people who eat bodies and the rest of it. He believes that his management is part of the, I don't know, cabal or something. The cabal, they're all just child munchers. You know, to be honest, I haven't got to the bottom of whether they were actually eating anything bad. Or it was the beef jerky just some beef jerky? I mean, look, I've tried to go through the mails. I mean, I've tried to go through the files or whatever. And Jeff might have actually just been ordering beef jerky because he was on a carnivore diet. That there is a possibility. There is a possibility that that is the case. There is a possibility. How much time do I have? It's currently 10 o'clock. Huh. Well, it's currently 10 o'clock, and I'll be going to Hyde Park for some meditation. More not meditation, more cultivation than meditation. It's not just meditation. I've signed up to myself to some stuff. Due to the nature of it, I technically can't tell anyone, really. I might get kicked out of the organization. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm not a representative of this organization, and therefore I can't, can't really talk too much. I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh shit. I boiled the water and I didn't make the tea. Oh, that's a waste of electricity. My diet is not the best. It consists of a lot of wheat and bread and butter. Yeah. what did I want to do? I wanted to do an apprenticeship. I've sent a few emails, but I'm still waiting for responses. I don't know how to go. I don't know how to go about doing this apprenticeship stuff. I wanted to work in the sewers. I want to work in either the sewers or the water filtration systems. I wanted to do, what was it called? Like water treatment. That's it. I want to work in a water treatment facility. I did a level 2 apprenticeship. And obviously in my head I'm kind of like, oh, I probably just kind of downplayed my abilities and I've sold myself short. Now I'm thinking back to, Rehab Room's video on the people in this community and how we tend to sell ourselves short on things and blah, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm always selling myself short. I mean, look, I'll say this. I've been selling myself short since I was 9 years old in a classroom and I was put on the special table. I was put on the table that needs extra help. And once you're put on the table that needs extra help, the extra help table, it's over. That's when you start to realize something's it's no good, And that was, I think, the moment I gained some amount of consciousness. I realized that there's a world outside, and that there are and then my peers have eyes, and I'm being judged. I felt this this energy flowing out of my fellow peers, judging me for being on the special table. The special table is at the front, right at the front. And that's it. That's how you know it's over. When you get put on this special table at the front. Yeah. I didn't get it. And I was confused and I was angry. I was angry already at that age. Why the fuck am I on the special fucking table? And even at that point in my life, I still felt superior. I felt superior to everyone on that table. I regarded everyone as a pleb. I regarded everyone as a lesser, immoral being. I regarded everyone as a sub-race, as some kind of non-human, not worth my time entity. To an extent, I was right. I mean, these people were completely different to me. They had a completely different temperament, a completely different way of interacting with each other than I had with them, and that's it. And there was nothing. I could. Nothing more I could say. But I knew I wasn't very good at mathematics. I don't think it's about whether you're good at mathematics or not. It's more about whether you can, grab a concept from a board or some equation in a very short span of time and fully embrace it as the truth. Fully embrace it as the truth and just roll with it. I mean, if you do that, then you'll do well in school. But if you're the kind of person like me who who's got a million and one extra things in his head going on, understands the importance of the subject at a different kind of level. I kind of want to see a result to my efforts, which you don't really get that in mathematics usually. You just get more numbers on a page. And that's why it's not the most engaging subject, because it's purely just here is a bunch of numbers with the initial input, and then there is an output, and there's the end result, and that's it. And it's a very it's very boring. It's very boring. It's just text, producing text with the use of the logic. And I kind of came to the realization that I think at a young age that I looked around. I saw that most of my peers didn't really care for my existence. Um, I looked around. I saw the world outside. I saw it was moving very fast. I saw what did I see when I was a child? I saw video games. I saw computers, and I realized that all this school stuff and all the rest of it, it's kind of irrelevant. To be honest, it is kind of irrelevant. I have a computer. I have these things. I'm tech literate compared to all my peers. I was very tech literate. Well, that brings you nowhere. That brought me nowhere. Where did it bring me? It brought me here. It brought me here. My pride, my all these things, all these bad things brought me here. Brought me to the age of 21, where finally, after so much time. Well, you see, I'm laughing now because I still don't believe my mind has fully integrated with my body. Even as I talk to you now, I feel a great disconnect. Feel a great disconnect from the words coming out of my mouth and the thoughts being produced in my head. You know, very rarely can I get to the point where the things coming out of my mouth are the things that are in my head. And the reason for that is I don't live in the 3D world, I live in my head more. When I hear myself talk, I start to realize I'm not very good at talking, and that's it. Are there any more topics I'd like to hit on regarding? Let's go back to my morality and stuff like that. Am I immoral? In a way. In a way, I am. Have I done anything bad? Yes. I have, and I know I have. Has it killed anyone? No. Uh, have I activated the state? Yes, I have. The state has been activated against me. That's for sure. So what? Okay. So why? Okay. So when I was what 5 years old, was I evil? Was I immoral? No, I wasn't because I couldn't enact my will. Was my will evil back then? Not really. I mean, say something. When I was very young, like five-ish, like 4, 5, something like that. I was extremely horny. I know that. I was really horny. I was an extremely horny baby. You know, and this self pleasuring and stuff has been haunting me my entire existence. Uh, high libido. I've been high libido. Or maybe it's not just that. Maybe it's just that I was just a very sad, depressed child with nothing going on. Because in reality, there was nothing really going on in life. There wasn't. What was going on? I lived with my mother and I played video games. You know, I think every single child will get bored of that really quick. You know, my mother, up and down, mood swings, crying and not crying, and upset, not upset. Things out of my control. Nothing's in my control. My mother's upset. I can't really do anything. Once you grow up with that kind of setup, oh, it's gonna be difficult. Oh, you're gonna have a fun time, especially when you're a sensitive little piece of shit. Oh, you're gonna have a fun time. You're gonna have a fun time. You ain't gonna understand shit about this world. Good old single mother moment. Hey, I don't blame my mother for being a single mother. I mean, like, what is there to blame? It's like, do I believe she should have never had me? Kind of, yeah. Um, I don't understand how you can go through with such a thing if you're so financially unstable, if the guy you're with is gonna disappear, after a few moments. I don't get it. I don't fucking understand how that can go through. A true death sentence. I mean, since the day I was allowed to crawl into the womb, crawl through the uterus, I was sentenced to suffering And I feel very fucking pissed off, to be honest. I'm very pissed off because the guy, right, whose will it was to release his seed into my mother's uterus, into a womb, that guy, he's kind of scot-free currently. You know, he hasn't repaid his karma, and this is not good. This is really bad. You know, like this is karmically, it's really not good. And that's it. And that's my life. That's my mental state. Pretty much. I've laid it out. It's clear as day. Nothing has helped. Nothing has helped to make this any better. I know exactly what would have helped, but it's too late now. It's far too late now. I have no trust in other human beings anymore. I have no trust in any employer. I have no trust in myself. Because obviously I am now the genetic successor of my father, and I've looked at that bloodline and I can see there isn't much going on there. There really isn't much going on. It's a real dead end. Real dead end. It really wasn't built for this time. Really wasn't. You know, it's one thing to be an excess male. Yeah. Well, then there's another thing where you're a high libido excess male. High libido and high standard for satisfaction excess male. See, no longer can you give me a computer and make me play video games. Doesn't work. So, government, whoever, you have a big problem because all these high libido, low IQ excess males such as myself are really fucking bored. You know, really fucking bored. So you're gonna have to figure something out. You're gonna have to figure something out. There's nothing else to do. You have to figure out something. Otherwise, I'm gonna snap. Billy Bob Joe's gonna snap. Everyone's gonna fucking snap. And it ain't gonna be the kind of snap where everything, you know, breaks into two pieces. It's the kind of snap where you start you start losing things, big man. You start losing things. People start complaining. Yeah. Your little population of sheep, they're gonna be not too happy. You know, the wolves are gonna be the wolf. Because currently I'm a wolf, and they've been trying to feed me some soy lab grown meats for the past 21 years. You know, that's what they've been trying to do. Because they have no fucking meat. They have no fucking meat left. Freezer's empty. You couldn't provide me an actual proper childhood where I'd socialize with the rest of the world. Because number one, there is no rest of the world here in London. In London, you don't have shit. If I'm anyway, I wasn't supposed to be in London. This genetic material has travelled quite the distance, to be honest. It's an amalgamation of two very separate peoples. Very separate. I'm a mutt of great proportion. I'm such a mutt. Such a mutt. I've always known I'm a mutt, and I'm pissed off about that fact. I'm just this fucking mutt. Uh, 2026 February. Every single position I found myself to be in has been a waste of my time and has been a rug pull. Every single one. Every single one has been a waste of my fucking time and has been a rug pull. They pulled the fucking rug from under me so many times. And I actually tried interacting with the fucking world. I actually tried, I went outside, I touched the concrete, I touched it real good. I filled up the fucking concrete slabs. Really touched them good. Oh! Oh, fuck me. Oh. I'm done. I'm really fucking done. I'm really fucking done. Yeah, I'm a bit slow and I don't speak fast and I wonder why. I wonder why I speak the way I do, and I wonder why I'm a fucker. I wonder fucking why. Any skill that I might have had, it's all irrelevant. It's all useless. I have no fucking leverage, and that pisses me off because I know that the nature of reality is based fundamentally on leverage. That's it. No one's gonna bother with your goofy ass if you have no fucking leverage. No one. No one. There's no point. Go. You want to be a real good person? Go to some homeless people. You know. if anyone actually is watching this bullshit. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the streets of London or wherever. Or, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.